You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for December 2nd through the 13th. Cat and Chad play cat and mouse, and Shawn gets a proposition of sorts. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. Stay around till the end. We also have some sad news and some information that you may want to have about a Peacock subscription and the Hollywood Christmas Parade and who represented it for days. For now, please subscribe if you're not following us. Monday, December 2nd, we have got Liz Chandler knocking on the door of Marlena's place, and she will be singing. Everybody rushes into town because the funeral for Doug Williams is indeed starting on Monday, the 15,000th episode of Days of Our Lives. Hope, Shawn, and Ciara are in town. They get together with Jennifer and Lucas Horton. Lucas comes to town. Jennifer was already there for Thanksgiving. Marie Horton is back in Salem. She runs into Maggie. There's going to be a lot of drama around her. And Julie is surprised when a visitor stops by she wasn't expecting, and it looks like it is her brother, Stephen Olson, that we've not seen in a minute. And Eli is with Lonnie and telling her some wild stories about Doug Williams and some of the sketchier moments in his past. Doug had a life well lived with lots of adventures, as did the actor who played him, Bill Hayes. Tuesday, December 3rd, Doug's funeral continues, and his grandson is back on this day, and I'm calling him Dougie until we know what they are calling him. And I didn't want to get into a big thing, but people have been asking. So way back when there was a surrogate. It was after Addie died. He didn't want Hope growing up as an only child, and so there was a surrogate. There was in vitro fertilization, and there was this child-born Doug who wound up adopted, and so his name was Doug LeBlanc. Anyway, they've created now this grandchild of Doug's, and he is Douglas Williams III. Marie and Liz are back to sniping at each other. That ancient rivalry has been dusted off and brought out for this occasion. Liz is going to sing at the funeral. I'm very excited to see that. Shawn drops in and surprises his ex-wife, Belle. Brandon Beemer and Martha Madison are on contract, so that's big stuff. And Ciara manages to get that Horton time capsule opened, and everybody's stunned. Jennifer, Lucas, it's a big deal. Wednesday, December 4th, Julie sees Doug. There's some, I don't know if we're going to get, one of those ghostly things. Obviously, it's got to be old footage, because at the point that they shot this, Bill Hayes had been passed away like 8 or 10 weeks at that point. Stephen Olson's brother, Stephen Olson, Julie's brother, is out in Horton Town Square paying his respects to his grandparents when he meets Leo Stark. That's kind of interesting. And something goes missing from the Horton time capsule, and it looks like Dougie might have sticky fingers. Thursday, December 5th, we've got Xander appealing to Stephanie to please stop Philip and this PR campaign. Stop helping him try to steal my inheritance. But, Stephanie, like a lot of people in Salem, not a fan of Xander's, and I don't think she's going to stop. Julie and Lucas sit down with Dougie. Jennifer walks in on them, and they are just telling him some of the history of the family that he is part of. Shawn and Ciara have a very emotional reunion, and Hope says goodbye to her dad, Doug, at the cemetery. This is going to be just a week of all tissues. It already started on Thanksgiving. I think I cried Thursday and Friday, and I literally brought a full box and put it by my desk where I watch the shows when I work. So yeah, it's going to be a sniffly week for me, probably for a lot of you guys too. Friday, December 6th, Paulina enjoys some family time with her daughters, Lonnie and Chanel. And EJ has told Joy to hit the road. He's going to pay her to get out of Salem before she wrecks his son's marriage. And Johnny finds out and confronts dear old dad about it. The question is, will Johnny put a stop to it or say, maybe that's not a bad idea. Cat and Chad are busy with JJ and Gabby off on the adventure to Full Clyde, get Abigail's remains, or at least find out where they are, and find Cat's mom and what has happened to her. Joy thinks she is done for in Salem and tells Alex goodbye. Looks like EJ has convinced her to go, and I just don't know if Alex is going to sit by while this happens. We'll see. All right, the week of December 9th through the 13th. Time is running out for Johnny and Joy. If Alex hasn't spilled it by Friday, I think it'll be out the following week. Doug's grandson, Dougie, is going to be a distraction, a welcome distraction from the all-consuming grief for Julie and many others in the family. Cat and Chad are working really hard to try and get the better of Clyde. But will this villain elude everyone again? I'm a little tired of him winning. I don't know about you guys. Rafe gets to work on the case of the stolen scripts. Will Leo keep dropping by for updates so he can flirt with Javi and hope to soften him up on splitting from him? Philip and Stephanie start feeling sparks. These exes are on fire soon, much to his mom Kate's dismay. Sarah's progress with her recovery continues to amaze everyone, and that cane she's using right now is going to be history soon. She is literally going to be dancing by Christmas. I'm guessing that Shawn is about to be back on the Salem PD because Brandon Beemer is on contract. Eli turned down the job when Paulina offered it. Rafe's a PI now, and Jada really, really needs some help. JJ and Gabby are also heating up soon, and she definitely needs a rebound man to just wash EJ out of her brain. EJ, meanwhile, faces fallout for his drastic actions with Joy. All right, the Christmas parade. It took place yesterday, the Hollywood Christmas parade on Sunday, December 1st, but it's not going to air until the end of these 2 weeks on Saturday, December 14th on the CW. Deidre Hall and Susan Seaforth Hayes were part of this year's parade. They rode on the back of a red classic car, red convertible, really cool. Quick news, there is a very short-term offer. You can snap it up. I think it's only available for another couple of days. You can get a 1-year subscription to Peacock for $20. That is a pretty sweet deal. If you have satellite or cable, you should be getting it for free through your provider, but this $19.99 deal is the best thing I've seen on Peacock. And just real quick, a sad note, Wayne Northrup, the original Roman Brady actor, died Friday at age 77. I'm going to have a video for you later today about that, but for now, here's a photo of him and his wife, Lynn Herring, who stars over on General Hospital as Lucy Coe. She's been over on General Hospital, oh my goodness, since the 80s, and their love was just amazing. We'll talk about that more in that video.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.